So, from that title, you're probably all wondering what exactly I mean by that. So let's get into it. Today, my dad and I went to the Spooky Empire convention. It's a horror-themed convention, and had a lot of fun. It was just for one day, and we actually did everything in about 3-4 hours, honestly. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, this convention was a lot of fun. The only problem I had is that the staff are the staff was kind of pushy. Everyone there was really nice. Everyone, the cast members, not the cast members, the actors and actresses I met were a lot of fun. The vendors were really cool. Everything just kind of clicked, really. I thought it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, let's talk about the first and foremost thing I did when I got into this convention hall. Yeah, I got to meet, oh man, I got to meet Bin Fuara, and Kenpachiro Kitagawa Kichira. Man, I can never pronounce their last names. So basically, I got to meet Ben Fuara, who most of you guys would know is the original Ultraman, and I got to meet the suit actors for the Heisei and Millennium Godzilla. The actors who were in the Heisei and Millennium Godzilla suits. And dude, I gotta say, they are the nicest people I've ever met. Some of the nicest people I ever met. They didn't speak a lot of English, but they were very nice. They were very kind. It's really weird too, because Kitagawa, I stood like a good head taller than him. I didn't realize how short he was. I mean, I know the suit is obviously much larger in comparison, but I thought he'd be a little taller. He was even shorter than Satsuma, the Heisei actor, the actor for Heisei Godzilla, and yeah, he's short, but they were all really nice. Bin Fuara, man, the actor who played Ultraman, he was amazing, and it's hilarious too because my dad is he's a bigger Ultraman fan than I am. Like, he loves classic Ultraman. So the second we saw Bin Fuara, my dad ran up to him and was like, "Oh my god, I love you, I love your show, you were a big part of my childhood." And he's like, "Oh yes, thank you." And it's so cool because Bin is tall. He's tall but thin. He's like a pencil, and he was wearing a nice suit, and he loved hanging out with people. He loved talking with fans, even though obviously he wasn't able to speak a lot of English. But what he did was basically, like, he would get into the classic Ultraman pose, and he would actually, like, it was kind of funny because he would like take people's hands, including mine, and put them in the proper way of how to do the Schwatch move. And I don't get to see my dad often freak out about stuff, but seeing him hang out with Ultraman, and even Bin actually hugged him. He actually hugged me and my dad. We didn't have, like, we have a hug. He's like, "No," he's like, "Come here." And he just hugged us, and it was amazing. Yeah, they were some of the nicest people. He even gave us a picture of him getting into the suit, and he actually, yeah. Also, I completely forgot about this, but he was actually the suit actor for Ghidorah in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. I think he also did Monster Zero. Yeah, he did. He basically did Showa Ghidorah as well, and we just call him Ghidorah. But yeah, I completely forgot about that. And yeah, Bin was so cool. Like I said, he was just so nice. And all three, Kenpachiro, and Kitagawa and Satsuma were also incredibly nice. They were smiling at everybody, thanking them for coming out, and yeah. And then after that, my dad and I were just like, "Oh my god, that was so cool!" It was like meeting Jesus for us. But yeah, after that, we got to meet Twiggy, who most of you guys, for those who don't know, he's the bass player for Marilyn Manson. He's in Marilyn Manson's band. He does the bass, but he's also the guitarist for Nine Inch Nails. And it's kind of funny because my dad loves to talk music, so he's trying to get. He's just like asking for inspiration, like, "What's your favorite inspiration?" And he's like, "Oh, myself." And he's like, "Was it Ace Frehley a big inspiration for you?" He's like, "No, I wasn't a big Kiss fan." And the reason being is because Twiggy wears this costume that's very reminiscent of Ace Frehley, and he just said that it was just coincidence. He wasn't mean or anything. He wasn't being a jerk or anything. He was just he was very laid back. He was very, he didn't like to talk about himself that much. He wasn't being mean or anything to us. He actually was like really cool with us. But yeah, he was just like, I'm just here. Yeah. Then we got to meet George Lowe, the voice actor for Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and he's amazing. He told us this great story of Paul Sorvino, who was also at the con. We got to see him. We didn't get a picture with him or autograph of anything like from him. We actually got to pass by Paul Sorvino, and he actually said hello to us. So we got to say hey to Paul Sorvino, and I was like, oh my god, it's Roddy Largo. I know he's in Godfathers, but I know him best from Repo, the Genetic Opera. Oh man, I'm such a fucking nerd. Anyway, so oh yeah, forgot to mention Bin Fuara and Kitagawa. Kitagawa actually signed my copy of Godzilla, my DVD copy of Godzilla 2000. He did the whole he actually did the Godzilla insignia, and he put his name there. Oh, it was so cool. And for my dad, he actually got Bin Fuara to sign a photo of him in the Ultraman suit doing the classic swatch pose. So my dad actually thinks it's like it's his new shrine. It's his new it's going to be in his office, and he's just going to shrine it. So I didn't get a lot of swag in terms of I didn't get a lot of stuff at this convention like I normally do in terms of comics. The only comics I really got were the two trades of Alien vs. Predator, the first being Thrill of the Hunt and the other one being Civilized Beasts, which they're actually very tiny. They're like manga-sized, but I understand that they have some continuity with the 2004 film. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I hear at least Civilized Beast is interesting. I don't know what Thrill of the Hunt's like, so I guess I'll just have to read and find out. Also got a little a free photo from Bin Fuara getting into the suit, and I think that's really cool. He just handed it to us and was like, here, have this. Yeah. And then the only other thing I got from this convention was there was one other thing, but that was more for my dad, really, and actually for all of us, really. And what I got. Why am I don't know what words are, apparently. But no, what I got was Godzilla vs. Megalon, the uncut edition, meaning this has not been edited. This is the original Japanese cut. It is it is English sub, and yeah, it's the original cut, Sony, or there hasn't been an American dub cut to it. So yeah, this is quintessentially the director's cut, kind of Godzilla vs. Megalon. I was I didn't have enough money to get, because there was Frankenstein Conquers the World and a few others there, but I was like, I love me some Gigan and Jet Jaguar. You're coming home with me, Godzilla vs. Megalon. Yeah. So, also the other thing we got was, believe it or not, coffee. There was a vendor booth there that was called Coffee Shop of Horrors. And at Coffee Shop of Horrors, they gave out free coffee of two of their brands. One called Burial Grounds, and I didn't try Burial Grounds because it was brewing at the time, but the other one was Harem Scarum. And my dad and I were like, yeah, we could go for some coffee. We took one hit of that, and my dad looked at me and said, oh, we're buying this. So we came home. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been to a convention I came back with coffee. It's amazing. Also, the second we opened the bag and we looked like fucking drug addicts. Like, oh, oh, for fuck's sake! And we also have the card because there was another. Oh yeah, totally forgot. There was one other thing I got called Bubba the Redneck Werewolf, which is apparently a big deal that I never knew about. The guy, the writer of the comic, he's close friends with George A. Romero, and he's a big horror. He's big in the horror ring, and I was like, how do I not know about you up until now? Yeah. So, yeah, this was quite a day. Not a lot of swag, but, I walked away with some really cool memories, and I couldn't be happier, really. So I had a lot of fun. And like I said, I got to see a rare instance where I got to see my dad freak out, which is hilarious. But yeah, all in all, pretty good day. So yeah, once again, hope you all enjoyed this vid, and I will see you guys later.